So, hello everyone, and welcome to our feature match in season 75. We are having a season feature match in Division E4 between nightflower2008 and shua224. So they are both in spot 2 and 3. So it might be an interesting game regarding potential promotion to D tier. So let's join the table. Yeah, I'm not allowed to join. So need to contact him. Oh, spectate. Also table. Let's check it again. Let's go. So, let's just reconnect. Mhm. Hmm? Ah, here it is. Here we go. Okay, got it. Let's go. All right. So let's go on full screen and let's see what we are going to get. And here we go. First match. Island Folks as a side card. Good. Do we get favors? Where do we get favors from? We get favors from German students. So it's kind of a hidden favor. Okay. So Shua is start player. Or the plan. They also bought a plan. Okay. Insert merchant both of them. Seems pretty straightforward. So both players are doing the same thing. Okay, what do we have here? 5. So Ferryman potentially looks decent. for workshop and stockpile. 6 coins, okay. So we see the same draw here. What do we do here? I would still prefer the ferryman. They do the same thing. Okay. Ship merchant trading state seems correct. Maybe black market. Yeah. It's good. So what do we see here? Maybe the same. Yeah. Same routine. But border card. Alright. Stockpile. Into stockpile. And another silk merchant trashing estate. I can see that for their strategy here. But I still think the ferryman is better choice. Also, yeah, I mean, at a certain point in game, you would like to see another turn. So that's why I would prefer the ferryman here. Cursed village. Cursed village, I'm not a fan here because, okay, maybe with the black market in play, you play all your money cards and then you can continue. But I would more prefer the Swamp Shack Silk Merchant synergy. We have also a ferryman in between. I think that's much faster. But I think this will be a race for the Silk Merchant in first instance. This was not the best. They should have played all their copper together with the market and then continue with the Cursed Village. Mountain Village. Yeah, I mean, it's a village. So maybe this could be a thing here. But yeah, still wondering why they are not going for the ferryman here. But okay. Okay, we are going back to the stockpiles. So, yeah, drawing. Submissions. Workshop. Maybe language workshop to gain a black market, draw it, play it. Seems good. Yeah, but it's a bit sad that none of them has trash coppers yet, due to the fact they are not going for the ferryman. Okay, werewolf. I don't know. Not this. Okay, we do here. Same. So maybe here going for the workshop and going for the Sig Merchant, Treasure Copper, which is not best choice, but they will do it, I guess, yeah. Treasure Copper. No, they smashed this. Not sure. Okay, Mountain Village, this is pretty nice. Play it. Play the black market. Now they will go for the werewolf potentially. For a workshop. Copper. Still, I would like to see a ferryman. Money, economy. Maybe empty the silk merchants to deny it for the opponent. It's a thing, but it's sad. All the copper. I mean, at least they also need to add swamp shacks. Okay, so we are drawing by okay, here's a chance to get rid of the coppers. A good one. No, they decide to go for okay. Yeah, maybe they should. Maybe they should try to draw. Do not know if it's on the heckline this card. They go also for money. Maybe I should buy one, stop buy one swamp checks. This constellation. No, this village. So what do we have here? It's sad. But yeah, the actions are missing in both decks. I mean, first, I'm not doing much here for them. Okay, here they go for maybe for the busting village. They go for the and now swamp checks would be good. Or still ferryman. You connect me. Okay, swamp checks. Okay. That's good choice. Yeah, that's a bit sad. They need to add actions. Okay, they are adding werewolf. Okay, that's pretty sad. They are very much over-terminated. So what do we do here? Nah, wrong choice. Mountain Village would have been better to get the cursed village back from this card. But they are drawing. What now? Workshop into swamp shacks. I can see that. Maybe they still want to. No. Yeah, that's correct. I would leave it like that, yeah. Maybe emptying the stockpiles. Could be a thing. No, they just put one stockpile here potentially. Okay. Let's see what kind of hacks we do see. Stockpile. It's a bit unfortunate. Now gaining them next time too. All right. Yeah, it's a very friendly hex indeed. So let's see. So playing heckler first here. Exactly. Drawing. I don't know. The shuffle is maybe. Okay, they can protect the border cards. Okay, 16. What do we do here? Double province stockpile. Except for, okay, split is 5-5. Okay. They can get an cheaper card, yeah, due to the, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, so seems correct. Correct play. That's a bit risky. I would have not touched the border guard pile. Okay, we should play the swarm shacks now. Hopefully we get the first village, then we play the black market, playing all the money, and then continue drawing. Okay, I do it other way around. I mean, yeah, okay, now you're drawing 2 cards of the swarm shacks, but it will not be sufficient, maybe. Yeah, it's okay, the swarm shack is also interacting with the money cards. Okay. Okay, then it was maybe a better choice. All right. Yeah, it's a bit sad that we do not see the island folk. Okay. So now I can see Nightflower in a, yeah, I would have said they would have an advantage, but they are not having an advantage. Can we do something here? I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, that's losing. So that means first game goes to Shua, I would say, because they just need to buy the border guards. And I think, yeah, they already do have it. So, delusion, right. Didn't see that. Okay, they cannot buy border. Okay, this changes everything. I didn't see that. I missed that. Yeah, you're right. That's interesting. So, yeah, I do want to look at economy now because all their stockpiles are gone. So I think the advantage is again shifting over to Nightflower. because they still do have all their stockpiles in deck. Yeah, I think Nightflower could have won if the draw would have been better. But now it seems that the draw is very sad. So the question is here. Yeah, we need to. Yeah, but it's not enough. So they needed to green anyways, but they're 1 point behind. So now, as Shua is not deluded anymore, they should just pile out the border guards. And yeah, they should have it. Okay, workshop and border guard here. Okay. Maybe they are not sure about their economy. Not sure if they. I think they trashed at least one copper. Yeah, okay, now they are readjusting, so they're going for the border guard. Yeah, okay, so this should be very likely to win. They need to draw their gold. Okay, now the light market and playing all the coppers, and then this was misplayed. This was misplayed. But okay, anyhow, I think yeah, okay, that's it. All right. So first game goes to Shua. All right. Oh, what's wrong here? Weird. Weird behavior of the browser. Okay, next one. We do have a board. All right. One side card, Way of the Otter, pretty fast forward, drawing through cards. Okay, we have Flag Bearer, Blockade. All right. So I'm always a fan of, if I do have 4 and we do have some good 4, 2 or 3 cards, which is the case here. I'm always a fan of playing Blockade into Blockade. Means we should have, or we should alternate blockades here. Yeah, and then it's pretty forward. Fortress is our one and only village, potentially elder, but okay, both are going for blockade. Seems correct. Silver. What do we do for 5? Sacred Groves, also pretty good choice. Not colliding. Yeah. We do not trash. We just do trash with a potential boon, but we can play the flag bearers as otters. But we would need villages here, so I am not a fan of this flag bearer from Nightflower because of the potential collision of Sacred Grove. I don't know who Sacred Grove. Yeah, Nightflower took it. Okay. Yeah, second blockade seems correct. Okay, here we can play the flag bearer, gain a farmlands, trash one estate, and gain a fortress is not so good because it's cursed. So they just decide to go for the gold. Yeah, that's the thing. I think the blockade should always be in place and blocking a fortress for the opponent, which makes it harder for the opponent to choose the village, but village is essential here in this deck. So there is the boon, trashing boon, so trash one copper, it's nice. And here I would go, I don't know, fortress courtyard, I guess. Fortress courtyard would be my choice. Yeah, but Shua will play blockade in to block fortress. No, they do want to get the girl back. Yeah, I don't know about this. I mean, having one card more per turn is nice, but at least actions are still missing. So what do we do with 10 here? Fortress, Legionary, what up with Fortress? Just farmlands, trashing Black Cat into Fortress. Maybe I decide for Legendary. It's gonna be hard to draw Legendary and Gold. As a little bit, it's difficult because you're keeping all the junk in decks, and so I don't know, maybe at a later stage, but for now I just want to pile down the fortresses. They are essential, I would say. And we have a plus by Secret Grove, so what are they doing here? I think they should not draw on. Maybe they should buy farmlands, trashing the silver into Secret Grove. Do they? Yeah. That's correct. Let's see. Okay, so fortress now. Nightflower needs to block the fortress. Okay, they have two. Yeah, okay. Okay. That makes sense. They want to. I don't know. I'm not convinced here. That's not doing much. I would say, in my opinion. See, fortress blockade from shua. All right. Yeah, and this is exactly the thing. Just going for gold. So shua can do the same thing, and they should do it. They should block the fortress. And the pretty good thing here is as well. Yeah, Nisala, I do not agree to the flag bearer here. I mean, yeah, for sure, it's interesting, or it's always good. But as they are, as it's alternating from player to player, the effort is not, or the benefit is not really there at the moment. And for me, it would be more important to get the fortresses, because otherwise they are so over-terminated. This is, so I'm not a fan. Usually I would agree, but I'm not a fan. At least, yeah, I also do think that they are not building towards that. But at least I saw this, or I mean, Shua has played it twice correctly to block the fortress, then you gain the fortress in the next turn. And if you have an ideal world and with the draw, you can set up the second blockade and block fortress again. So this guarantees you +1 card and +1 action in the next turn. So, but never mind, we will see what happens here. So I will, okay, and then farmlands into the barrel. Yeah, guess so. Okay, that's a bit strange. Okay, black cats are also in play now. So I think, and also the courtyards are not touched at all, which is also a little bit sad. I can see here farmland, trashing farmland into ponds. No, they just go for legendary, which is okay. So, and here we do have now the exact topic. We have 4 terminals, and that's it. This was correct in my point of view, because now it's a little bit tricky for Shua to also go for the fortress with the second blockade. So maybe, okay. Maybe blocking blacksmith, and then yeah, buying farmland, trashing farmland into points, or buying farmland, trashing curse into courtyard. I guess farmland into points much better. Second Sacred Grove. Okay. All right. That's a bit sad. Draw, but yeah, I should play Legendary as Way of Utter. Or playing it, gaining farmlands, trading estate, gaining fortress. Or they just okay, they are provincing. This also it's okay. Okay-ish, I would say. Alright, so now we do see draw and actions. Oh, that's a nice boon. Both of them. Okay. For one action card, yes. I would rotate Pile. Because the miller is also interesting here. But yeah, maybe it's also farmland into farmland, trading estate into fortress, and buying courtyard or black hat. Okay, getting curse. Yeah. Seems okay-ish. Yeah, that's bad. Or it's not bad, it's unlucky. I think we can trash one gold here. Ooh. Do they do farmland? Just my points. Okay. Sad draw for Nightflower. Seems correct. Would have done same, and buying farmlands, trading farmlands into province seems correct. Yeah, that's a bit sad. Mm-hmm. Do the same thing here. Buying farmland, trading farmland into. So I did just buy. All right. That. Maybe buying the flag bearer back here. Or just fortress, which is also reasonable. Okay. They should draw with black cat, maybe to hit one coin more. Okay, unlucky. Yeah, what should we do here? I mean, buying the G is a little bit sad, but maybe the only reasonable choice. Not a legendary. Playing this as a fortune. Okay. So this is pretty nice for them. So yeah, I think you should should buy one. Maybe we should. I mean, for sure, it's a gamble due to the cats, but I think maybe they should buy both farmlands or farmland flag bearer. But I can see both farmlands here. No, I don't know. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, blockade into blacksmith. Maybe. A pretty sad turn for sure here. So nightflower might be a little bit ahead now. Okay, let's see what they draw. Uh, they, yeah, makes sense. Playing touchy maybe. So they are 10 points ahead. Okay, 9. No black cat on their side. It's a bit sad for them. All right. So Shua has 2 sacred groves which they can play. So they should. Ooh, this is pretty nice. Should they draw 2 cards here? Okay, they do. Basic growth. Yeah, we can discard here to gain gold. Why not? We do some pile out stuff. Maybe they don't want to touch the farmlands because it's risky here. So that, maybe they just buy province. No. They go for the flashing cruise to the state. I don't know. I don't know. All right, pretty nice draw here for Nightflower. He will with as Otter. Oh, why playing the fortress as Otter? This is that was a little bit kind of a misplay, I would say, because they could have played then. No, I don't. Okay. Anyways. All right. Okay. This is pretty good for them. But mm, I mean, they need to green here, but they should not touch the farmland. I mean, basically they can because I think Shua has 2 sacred groves. So that means Nightflower has maximum 2 buys, except they are hitting the boon plus 1 buy. So it might be safe. Oh, but this is very, very tricky. Okay. But I mean, this is very risky from sure, but basically they did the correct thing. Um, hmm, that's tricky. I think Nightflower should buy a duchy here. Correct. Now they wait for the reaction. Now they just buy the first, and that's it. Yeah. So all correct and 1-1. Interesting game. Should have ordered. Yeah, I cannot remember. All right, next deck. Okay, we do have Way of Camel. Okay, going with Necropolis to Exile Gold seems correct. We do have actions by Conclave, so Village, additional actions. Basically, that's it. We have the forts. Garrison, always decent. Counterfight. Yeah. Messenger of her, because it is pretty nice, and that's correct. Berserker. I'm still thinking what's the best solution here in this deck. I mean, counterfight is something I would really like to see pretty early. Right, what do we do here? Sure, improve. I'm gaining conclave out of the improve. Or as that. See if okay. That seems also nice. We'll also discard a gold from the exile. I'm still not sure if we should play with. I mean, Garrison is pretty strong. I think we should go for it here as well, but I would really like to see a counterfight now from Shua. Yeah, my opinion seems correct. Same on the other end of the table. So, okay, we can do the same thing. Improve into Berserker, Berserker into gold. Or farm, but gold. Okay, okay, whatever. Not sure about that, but yeah, storytellers also should be a thing at a certain point in time. They should definitely add it. Um, Not sure about this. To make the haunted castle available now for the opponent is risky. Take David. Take the chance. Oh, they go for storytelling. Alright, so this seems nice because now they can rotate. Buying haunted castle and trash tent into garrison. Maybe this is a thing. I mean, I would do it that way. Yeah, trashing they improve. Maybe okay, but the tent, I don't know if you still need a tent. If you still want to see the other cards, I think I would go. Yeah, I would also agree to trash tent. It's useless otherwise. I mean, yeah, okay, you can rotate and you can deny it for the opponent. The garrison can be valuable, but I don't know. Now the improve is gone. Was pretty good thing together with the berserker to gain gold, adding storytellers could be the strategy here. Yeah, I also would. I was not that tempted by the castles. Um, so so draw is a little bit missing here for sure. So I think storyteller has been added only for nightflower. Oh, they have resigned. All right. So that means Shua is leading 2-1. And we are heading to game number 4. Legendary again. Okay, recruiter game. We do have exploration and way of the turtle. Exploration can be a thing, but I think we can ignore it. Ninja game as well. And of misfits, yeah, is maybe not the best choice. Iron. Ninja. Can we counter the ninja somehow? Yeah, for sure with the siren. So the 5 should be the recruiter, indeed. I was doing the same. What do we do with the other 5? Same recruiter. Ninja. Is not added to that deck yet. So until the sirens are not in play, ninja is still worth it. For sure. Definitely not gold mine, yeah. I agree. Do have to by festival and by gold mine. Yeah, okay, maybe they want to. I mean, you need trash material for the siren. That's one thing. with the misfits, I don't know. I mean, maybe, but I think this is very slow. But I was also thinking about dismantle and then trashing, for example, the Band of Misfits, getting 2 cards uh, less, and then you have material for the siren, but this is too slow. So the second buy would be appreciate pretty fast. No, no, I mean to dismantle the Band of Misfits then, because Band of Misfits is not really doing anything here, I would say. But I think this was not the strategy of the player. So and I think it's also very slow. So I think adding a plus buy earlier is better. But I do want to have the siren at one point because it's a perfect counter to Ninja and you want to draw. But it's this was just it's way too slow. Yeah, and the yeah, gold mine is also not helpful if you want to buy cards. And you just need to repay the debt. Yeah, no, sirens is surprising. Yeah, I think it's difficult to set them up regarding trashing card. So yeah, okay, that seems correct. And the nightflower, it's a little bit sad. Oh, so now they can buy a few cards, potential trash cards. This okay. Yeah, the legendary. I mean, is also countered by the siren. So it's not the best choice here. And it's another terminal. I mean, yeah. Hmm. So I think Nightflower is not really up to going for the siren strategy. Which, I mean, at this stage can be a thing. They are adding goals. At a certain point, you can also add replaces, but the drawing is a bit of an issue. So maybe another recruiter would help them if they are not going with the siren strategy. I guess okay, that's also a stop card, but so what do we? No, I don't think it's enough for an engine. But I think as they are not going for the siren, this might be their way of thinking to have kind of draw and to reduce the trash cards. But I mean, they were not adding potential trash or potential food for the sirens to get them in place, so it's a bit sad. And I think here for sure it should also be a second recruiter. Maybe a festival. Yeah. Yeah, I also agree that the legendary should have been a siren because okay, Sage and Province, not a fan. But okay, we will see. It's going to work out. Okay, trash and copper here. Buying potential food. Sage. Yes. But the next turn is also a bit sad for Nightflower. Alright. Shua is going to push copper here. And now trashing Sage into Siren should be correct thing here. Yes. I mean, it's a little bit late, but still okay. Okay, we place, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the way of thinking, I guess. If you skip the Sirens, that's the only chance, but it will be still slow. And you also need to keep in mind the incoming curses. So, and the legionary attacks. Yeah. Curse, playing gold mine, playing ninja. Heartless. Sad. Drinking gold. Could be a thing here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much over. It seems a little bit. Yeah, seems resignable from my flower side. Maybe they do it. Oh, okay. Have a gold together with replay, so maybe they will turn it into a province. No. Okay. Another sage maybe? Or another ninja. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's... What do you discard here? Ah, seems correct. But still sad. With Siren in play, on the other hand, this would be a pretty good hand. Alright. Okay, trashed copper into a state. I would have 1 gold into a province and maybe board a festival. Alright, okay, Festival Ninja, or Festival recruiter first. Yeah. Seems correct. So we can keep the ninja potentially for next turn. Now we should think about playing it. Or oh, we have to turtle. 8 rabbits. Okay. Okay, playing Siren, replacing gold into province. No. Okay. Mhm. 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 Yeah, it's still gonna be hard to catch up here. I think there's no chance left. We should have kept it maybe aside. Okay, festival, ninja, draw. It's a good hit. To see a turn here. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, replaced. They should definitely replace one gold into province here. Yeah, but Shua has a Siren side, so why do we trash into things? This is not clear to me. I mean, I guess they have enough golds. So, what do you see? All right. Okay, so this is also very straightforward. Playing Siren, playing Legendary. I think we should keep the ninja for the next turn, and we should just buy one province. Oh. All right. So here we can have potentially two provinces, maybe when we are going to hit. Yes. So okay, now this is even much better, so we do not need to trash province into province, because it could have been trickier. So that's pretty much it, I would say. That's winning. Next turn. So yeah, might play the recruiter as way of turtle, buying duchy estate. No, just duchy. All right, that's it. So that means Shua continues their lead, 3-1. And we are heading to game number 5. All right, next game. Okay, remake. Transmore. So trashing is fine. Again, Siren game. We do have spy mining road. Mountain pass. Okay. Right highway. Okay. Pretty good deck. I would have preferred a remake, to be honest, over the transmore. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, transmore is sure it's not a bad card. It's also fine here, but maybe a little bit faster. But also in terms of the cursors, the remake might be a little bit more valuable. But okay, they are going with the Hamlets. Okay, okay, we have also +5 from Hamlets, sure. I see that. Okay, what do we do here? I think Siren. Yeah. Would sell it into Siren, trashing Hamlet. Pretty good. Playing the Siren. No, don't do that. Hmm. But Siren. That's correct. Oh, okay, but yeah, okay, but having the Siren in the hand would have been much more valuable for sure. No remake yet. That makes me a little bit sad, but there it is. Maybe remake here as well. No, that's also fine. Okay. Should we? What do we do here? Do we want to draw? Should we just go for? Should we start adding highways, or should we add mastermind, or should we just buy a siren, trash the hamlet? Yeah, but also reasonable. I think it's not a bad decision. It's absolutely fine. So okay, conclave. I don't know. I'm a big fan here, but yeah, again 4. It's fine. Reset. Draw, maybe they should do seller here. They just go on to go to 5. Okay, also reasonable. So maybe we are adding a mastermind or a highway. What do we do? Mastermind seems ish. States into silver, I don't know. Yeah. Correct. Do we add a mastermind here? Or a highway? Take over. Bit sad here. Maybe they just go for another hamlet. No, they take the bath points. Okay. Why not? But okay. Siren. And now we should add mastermind here as well for nightflower. I think the first mastermind has been bought by Shua. So I would like to add it. No, they add another highway. Also fine. All right. Maybe. They still do not have remake. Yeah, okay. I didn't road for the bias. Stop card, but okay-ish with Siren. Okay. That seems pretty good. We want to touch the silver into something. No, we want to touch the coppers. Do we? Yes. So we have 5 left then, buying 2 buys, buying a mastermind and a transmitter. No, they are buying. Yeah, silver for sure. Okay, this is also really good. So now they can do mastermind and highway. Or 2 masterminds. But maybe mastermind highway. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So transmute silver into Siren, trashing the patron. Siren and mastermind. And buying a hamlet. Yes. Alright. We make state into silver. Root silver maybe. Well, okay. I mean, we do not want to have that many silvers. So second mastermind here. No. Okay. Alright. Playing 3 sirens. That's reasonable, but the mastermind is now blocked next turn. That's a bit sad. So maybe they should buy another one now. They have to cut on them. They have two principles on there. Okay, this is still might be good then. Okay. Oh, it's a little bit sad, so we should add highways here. Oh, I would also say, yeah, mastermind highway, yeah, correct. Seems fine. Okay, what do we do here? Patron into highway. No. I mean, at least I would also do Okay, they want to have now the conclave into a remake, trashing the two cursors, playing Manroad and Siren. Still the best solution. That's best choice. But okay, gold. I want to play gold. And now for 4, should add a remake at least. I think they should have trashed the conclave into remake and then trashed the curses, because now they are again drawing one of the curses back. Could have been a better card. But anyhow, alright, we do not want to play the second siren here. So do not really know how the Hamlet split is between two of them. So I'm looking into the buys for Nightflower. I'm not sure. I think they have at least one mining rod. I'm not sure if they have two. They have just one Hamlet or two. Yeah, one copper has been trashed. That's sad. But it was also only one remake has been taken until end of last turn. That was a bit sad. So, what do we buy for the 6 here? Okay. This. Because now you're a little bit in a tricky spot if you need to repay the debt. Because yeah, that's okay, 19. And they took it. A 19 is high. I mean, maybe the decision was not that bad, but I don't know. 19 is high. I mean, they need maybe 2 or 3 turns to make this to equalize or to repay the debt. Tricky. Alright. What do we do? Buying more highways? 2 highways, 1 mastermind? I can see that. No, they are going for 1 province, 2 highways. Yeah. That's the mining highway. Okay. So, conclave. Also Saturn. Oh, we can still add something here. The remake. There it is. Trashing the 2 coppers into into what? Conclave. Remake or transmo? No, patron. And repay debt. Okay. Oh, and they maybe next turn they can repay everything. Alright. That's pretty sad turn for Nightflower, but they can get rid of their curses and for 4 big transmo. But root cellar are also good. You want to circulate your deck here. Because they are not clean, both of them. Okay, conclave remake. Makes sense. We pay. Yeah, another mastermind. Maybe here for nightflower. Okay, it's fine. All right. What do we do here? I would trash to transmute into a mastermind. That's it. I would have trash to transmute into a mastermind to play it. Because this would have been good. Okay, we are going to buy something for 3 coins. No, we take the buff points. Okay. Okay, conclave. That's a bit sad. That's a bit sad. That's very sad. I think you should not trash the province. All right. Good. So we can trash something here. So here we can do the same thing. Can trash the patron into remake, trash the 2 coppers. No, we trashed it into highway. It's also okay-ish, but at least we do want to get rid of those 2 coppers. We have 1 copper more. Okay. So what do we do here? We buy a highway? No. Province. Zilla? 3. I do not agree. Just we go for province and Zilla or 200. Much. Maybe it's too dangerous. Maybe have taken the Rutzilla. All right. So, crashing remake into a highway. Or okay. It's had only 1 buy. Yeah, or into mining road. I was also thinking about this because of the second buy. It was a little bit unfortunate, but fortunate. But I mean, still okay-ish. They can trash their junk. So that's still okay. Gaining duchies is. I mean, it's okay. Okay, the second sign was wrong here. They should have kept it. Yeah, better than now than never. That's correct. So yeah, but at least they are not really thin because they are exchanging. I mean, you are not really trashing. You are just exchanging into duchies. But at least maybe they can pile out next turn. We will see. Okay. Nightflower should go for. Ooh, that's tricky. They should go for province. Yeah, province duchy. They need to, I would say. I'm not aware of their buys, but I think they can do a few, as they have also the masterminds now in play. Both of them. That's also a little bit. Yeah, okay. It was absolutely the correct choice. So, because now, yeah, Shua is a little bit okay. Now the highway was a good thing to draw. Okay, but this is still very dangerous. I mean, they should bite province for sure, and I think they should have it. But yeah, I think. I mean, Nightflower can do some fancy remake stuff, but the problem is, no, they cannot because they do not draw anything. They do not have siren play. That's very sad. Yeah, they do not have Transmog. Ooh, yeah, that's a very unfortunate draw. Bad draw. Alright, so that means Shua goes 4-1. And we do see the final game. Alright. We do have a text game. We do not have extra buys. We do have extra points by monument. We have gainers by workshop. And basically that's it. Mine can trash card or exchange to a better money card. Let's go with storyteller for big money. Draw turns. Alright. Who's gold storyteller money? Can be a thing. But you have also the cursed gold. But we will never be able to trash curse. So that means I would have gone for the fool's gold here. Yeah, I would not go. Yeah, and maybe I would exchange cursed gold potentially with the mine to another money card. Let's see, carry. Okay. Yeah, seems reasonable. Yeah, but I mean, it seems good to potentially get to the 5 for the mine if you want to play with mine, but I think it's worth it. Also exchange coppers into fool's gold, then you can do the storyteller engine. We do also not have action, so the Puka engine is maybe not that good, because then we have also the Puka left at one point in time. I was thinking of the monument for the, I mean, yeah, but I think the terminal card should be the mine. So maybe it's about fool's gold, mine, storyteller, and maybe later on shepherds. Yeah, the Puka is, I agree, the Puka is not. I'm not a fan of the workshop, to be honest. I do not know. I mean, for sure you can get faster maybe to the fool's goals, but oh, okay, you can add shepherds. Yeah, okay, we need to reconsider that we just have one buy, so maybe the workshop is not a bad terminal. To be correct. Okay, Shua decides to go for a curse to get 5 into a storyteller. Maybe a little bit too early. I would have considered to get a mine first. Okay, this should be a fool's gold for nightflower here. Goes where did two workshop. Okay. No, this is just another apothecary. Very hard to pronunciate this if you are a German native speaker. I'm always struggling with this card and then doing commentary. Okay, storyteller. Second, no, storyteller 1-1 split. Okay, now second storyteller for sure. All right. Workshop into Shepherd, so okay-ish, and now we do want to have food's gold. Buying food's gold. But I still think I would have gone for the mine for the first 5 cost. I'm not 100% convinced with the storyteller as a first 5 cost. But maybe it is, but I don't really see that. But it's just my personal feeling. Okay. Here's the workshop for sure. So what do we do now? Okay, storyteller, and drawing 3 cards. We should do that. And we should play the 3 coppers. The pasture could have been worth it with the shepherd, but I think okay, anyways, we are drawing everything, so that's okay. That's not good. They should draw now the 2 estates because we do not really guarantee that we have a shepherd in hand next turn, so they should draw it. I would say. No, they don't do it. Okay. Be another fool's gold right away. Okay. Yeah, that's works. But they are still missing a little bit of economy. Just 3 fool's golds are play, so they need to have been bought, so they need to add more. But at least okay. So now mine would be good. I can see that. have another buy. Gold. I don't know. Not sure. I am not sure about this. So what do we want to top deck here? Shop. Okay. Gaining of another fool's gold. Or I mean, we can also gain a monument as a terminal for them, because at the moment they do not have. Okay, they have a workshop as terminal. So it might be still better, yeah. So that's correct. Oh. Okay. Top deck the workshop. Paste job. Gaining fool's gold, buying fool's gold, or another carry. I think they can take the debt here. We want to deny as many fool's goals as possible. Okay, find another storyteller and gain curse. What do we do for 6 coins? Still tempted by the mine, but I think they will. Okay, crypt. It's also okay. It's a little bit sad that they do not match their fool's goals with the storyteller. Okay, now they can draw on second fool's gold, and they should do that indeed. The question is, what do they have left in stock? I mean, on deck. They have another fool's gold that is. They don't draw on, okay. That's a little bit surprising. But they should, yeah, go for more fool's golds. And what are we doing? Okay, we are adding provinces. We're going straightforward. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. If you have 8, you have just 1 buy. They have 2 shepherds. They have, I mean, they have potential draw. So why not? I think it's not a bad decision. So what are we doing here? Maybe they should. They should draw on to the workshop for sure, because they want to. I don't know how many fool's goals they have. Do they just have 2 or 3? Because yeah, but even if they do have 3, it's a little bit sad. Oh, okay. But anyhow, they should go play the workshop, yeah, and get the food's gold. And what do we buy with four? Maybe yeah, correct. Was the only useful choice, I would say. All right, so Nightflower seems pretty ahead here. Should just play the no. Oh, I don't know. Should have played the Storyteller with the 3 coppers to ensure to draw the other 2 estates, and then play the Shepherd to draw more. But maybe it still works out for that turn. Yeah, mine is. I was also. This was my favorite in the early game, but I think now we left that potential mine by area because I think now it's just more about the food's gold pile and how we can hit 8 per turn. And I think Nightflower is a little bit in an advantage. Has an advantage here. The question is, should we take curses in order to get provinces if we are not hitting 8 without the cursed gold? I think we can do that because they have enough draw. But it's still a bit unfortunate. So I think there are 2 fool's golds here. I'm not sure, but one at least. But I think it's 2. So they should just play the Storyteller, playing Copper Pasture, and that's it. And then they have the 2 food gold. They can buy a province, and they can gain another food gold by workshop. This would be the thing. But I'm not sure if it's. But maybe it's 1 shepherd, 1 food gold. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, it was 1 shepherd, 1 food gold. Okay. Yeah, but nevertheless, exactly. We gain 1 fool's gold. We have 6. Do we? Yeah, I think we can get a curse and keep the advantage on the province pile. Now you are giving Shua a chance to catch up. Okay, but they do not do that. And for the last fool's gold might be correct. Okay. Okay. Good. All right. Storyteller. Drawing 5 cards. I know they did not play the gold. Why? Would you not play the gold with Storyteller? I'm not sure. Yeah, I do agree. So, as Jay Nails pointed out, yeah, the stop would have been even better. But I mean, at least, yeah, maybe they did not track their deck correctly, as I did not. They weren't sure what cards are left or were left, but I think they should have gone for the province to, because even if they have 1 curse more, I think they have enough draw to draw full deck. All right, that seems correct. buying province, and that's it. Okay. Let's see if Shua can catch up. They have just one shepherd, right? I think Nightflower has 3 shepherds. Shua has 1 shepherd. I mean, at least in the end game, you can also gain estates by workshop. You can gain more points if you want. All right. I think, yeah, we should just draw this 1 card. Then by workshop, they could add a shepherd. And okay, now they can draw on. Okay, easy. Because I think 1 shepherd is not enough for them. I would go for shepherd here. Shepherd and buying province. And then we can think of having or using the workshop for estates for both players. Maybe a 3rd shepherd would be good for sure, potentially, but okay, that's pretty sad. But so I would take the risk and I would go for province here anyways. I do not care about the curse. We need to keep the advantage of 1 province gap. Okay, they just take duchy. Yeah, okay, which is also fine. I mean, it's then 2 points. It's 1 point. 2 points less. Yeah, but it's okay. It's fine. All right, so Shua can draw a deck here. Now they can play the gold with the storyteller. It's gold. Okay. What do they do? Adding another shepherd or starting to add estates? I think okay, they're playing it safe. Three points. Okay. Oh, oh, it's fine. It was a little bit laggy. All right. Okay. Storyteller drawing on. Okay, now we need to. No, I played up. Why don't you play that apothecary first? Okay, but still fine. Playing the apothecary now. Yes. So, and now they should. Okay. So here's the thing. Should we place the apothecary on position number 4 and then drawing with storyteller by the 3 coppers the junk cards to ensure to not have them on top of the next turn draw. Okay, but anyways, they want to. Okay, so here we do stop. That's good. Anyways, yeah, need to stop. I would have added the estate. I think shepherds are fine. Tree. I would have added an estate here. I think this was more valuable. You can see that. All right, so that's a bit unfortunate draw for sure. If I see that correct. They just make it to 7. Maybe, yeah, actually, only chance to catch up. Here's same thing. Why not playing the apothecary at first? I mean, you want to manipulate a little bit your draw. But anyways, it works out somehow. Storyteller. That's correct. Draw 4 cards. So now I would play the gold and gold. I would like to draw everything, but I'm not sure if I still have enough money. Maybe just a fool's gold and a copper. I think that will be enough. Green cards. Deck. Not sure. I think they are also counting. I mean they have 3 fool gold. Okay. Okay, they played safe. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, and they took another shepherd. Okay. Okay. I mean, they are way ahead, so yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty clear now. So I think the carry, and then maybe if we draw at least 1 and 2 coppers, we can stop here. But why? Wait. Why do we stop here? I do not get this. Why do we stop here? This makes no sense. Maybe they misclicked. Yeah, I think they misclicked. Because this makes no sense. I think they wanted to play the storyteller first, but they somehow missed it. Yeah, but anyways, this was more correct. That's clear. But all right. So we are playing both of our fool's gold and 1 copper here, and then we should have a pretty nice draw. All right. Let's still investigate first. So this order is still not correct. All right. Yeah. I mean, okay. So now we should not so convinced. We should have prepared our next turn a little bit better. Okay, but it still seems to work out for them. Yeah. So I think Shua has a very, very small chance to catch up. They think, or they need to workshop an estate and buy duchy. I just okay. All right. Workshop estate and buying duchy. But this might still be losing potentially if Nightflower is going to draw. And it seems pretty, the chance seems to be pretty high. So they should look onto their deck by Apothecary and then draw on maybe 2 Fool's Gold on top. And then they might have it already. And here we go. Yep, that's correct. Drawing 6 cards. Okay, we are still not there, but we will get there. I'm pretty sure. We're still not there, but I think we will get there. Little bit sad draw, but yeah, playing the storyteller now for 2 coppers. Yeah, okay. Keep drawing 6 cards. And here we go. So that's the match 4-2 finally for Shua against Nightflower. It was nice. Nice matches, interesting matches. Yeah, pretty interesting. I think if we watch the division ending, let's double check this. Because if we go to E, and it was E4, so yeah, Nightflower had just 3 games. Now they have 4 and shua has also 4. It's 4 by 2. That means shua goes now onto the second spot with 17 to 30. And Nightflower is dropping back 12 to 12. Yeah. So, thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, have a nice Sunday evening. Bye bye.